finished taking my chisel and going all the way around on the fur. I just turned it off so that I didn't want you to see me do the same thing over and over again. So let's do a check. The thing that I discovered, let me see if I can give you an example, is probably right. Is this a good example? I don't know. Is that you have to watch the grain of the wood when you're doing this, because if you start in somewhere and it's nice and clean and then it gets kind of raggedy, then you have to flip it over. That's what I had to do over here. I had to cut this way. Anyways, the beard. Now I don't know if I'll need that. Now I'm going to take my number 11, 10. Where's my other one? Where'd you go? No, here's the bigger one. Let's start with the bigger one. Number 11 at, no, that's probably about 10. This is probably about 8. And just do different than what I did, different from the last videos, because I want to show you different options. Let's turn in here. Now I was thinking while I was doing this, do a little bit of this, is maybe just to get a nice little hunk of wood and shove a little hunk of wood in there so we get more three-dimensionality of it. You could do that. I'll debate on that. But maybe I shouldn't, because I want to give it to you exactly as is, and you decide what you want to do. This is going to come this way. Now same with the mustache. Watch the way the hair goes. All right, and a little bit here, just 1 or 2 scoops. Let's take the smaller one, number 8. And like I said, I did sharpen this. Ooh, ouch. I did sharpen it, but I went on a piece of wood. And look good, but it's when you put it on your work is when it really shows. Let's hope this will help. Let's go. Did this help? Nope, it didn't. I have to go back to the sharpener. But I'm going to keep going for the sake of, well, keep going. Doing a few swipes. Yeah, back to the sharpener it goes. And like I said, I want to, let's see, here's my smaller V. Will that help? I think I'm going to go a little deeper here. Using that, the flat edge as has a flat chisel. So that brings out a little more. And what I want to do, since this is a band, I'm going to do and if you want to, I'll decide a little later when I do my detailing. Make it more sharper instead of it so rounded. But like I said, if you want to make that even bigger, come out more, probably use a piece of wood. Now where's my number? Finish with this. And finish with my smaller. That is this one here. But I still want to do come to a sharp. That's better. And more cleanup here and there. I might have to come down a little bit here and redo this. And more in cleanup. Oh, the kids came back out again. The kids came out again. With that, I think I need to take a little break and give you a thus far here. Let's see if we can get in there a little more. Here we are thus far. All right, let's get to the eyes. I think that's all that's left, other than, of course, clean up too. Holy smokes. Eyes, and then the net would generally complete this. But then I was going to show you some extras. I did have a chance to, there we go, to sharpen this tool here. I'll come back later on some of these. But anyways, I may have done some cleanup, but not much. Because he's almost done. Eyes, what kind of eyes are we going to put in? Regular eyes? All right, let's see what we can do here. How can I do this? Oh, where's my... I got to put on my visor. And let's get going. So we get the eye line in. Oops. that line as straight as I can. Now, what do we want to do? Do we want him to have a cartoon eye, or I'm just going to have a regular eye? We're going to start way in here. Are we still in? Are we still on? Yep. Needs to come down a little more. All right. I did neglect to bring out my, there it is, my little detailing knife. And again, we are going to look at the camera to make sure we're in. Straight down on the tip. Drawing it. Straight down on the tip. Drawing it. Tip. Drawing. Tip. I think this one turned out a little thinner than that one, I think. I wonder if we can compensate here. Yeah, I can, because we're going to be carving down on that ball. There we go, yeah. That'll do. Okay. We'll get to that. All right, we go. An extra stab here, straight down. Extra stab here, straight down. And we're going to do a little bit more of bringing that around so you can see the eye on the side. You got it in the profile. You're supposed to see the eye. Go just straight down. And let's take that little corner piece out of there. And then we're going to come up to the top one swipe, and from here down at an angle, not straight down, but at an angle, because you want to have the lower part of the eye deeper than the upper part. Speaking of eyes, a little bit of itchy there. We're still here. So we're going to go up a little bit, and then from the top, so the top the top is in, but the bottom is in farther. So it's an angle. And let's take out some more of this. All right. Now I want to take, like I said, oops, here comes cat. Like I said, I'm going to clean, and then just a little bit of a scoop for the bottom eyelid. Bottom scoop. Now I want to do just a little bit of this. Give it a little more three-dimensionality here. There we go. We'll get out of there. And we'll clean that up a little later. Okay. Oops. get in there. And where's my smaller, there we go, the V-tool, and it's just above the eyelid, just a little bit, like that. Be careful you don't get too close to the eye. I did it the last time. I got a little close. Detail knife. 10 degrees this way. Flip her around. 10 degrees this way. So you're just taking a piece out of there. You see a nice shadowing in there. And same. And same. Oh, where are you, man? Did I get out of there? Now, like I said, you could use your knife to do the bottom lid, but I'm going to just, for once, take my number 11. And I think I like it better that way. Let me see, I'd have to fix something, because one of the reasons why I hated using the chisel, unless you like this part, is how it gives this little edge here. Isn't that bad? Because I'm using, that's the first time I use a number 11, I guess, is the reason why it turned out all right. Because when you use a number 9, it gets a little too much of a channel there. All right, now I'm going to do one of these, one of these, one of these. In my old videos, I used to use a number 9. Now I use a number knife. And I want to take this off right here. Make sure you're in, because I don't want him to look angry unless you want him to. Take some of that angry out of him. I mean, he's still looking or thinking. Or you can have something like this where he's thinking one lid up and one down. I don't, not with this one. And then let's make our stop cut, and then let's get that eyebrow out, eyebrow bone that is. And now, I used to have it really thick, now I have it thin. Do a little scoop, a turn. Am I in there? No. Smoothing it out. And this will need to be cleaned up. Up a little rounder over here. Now I think I can take the visor off. Where is my little brush? There he is. There we go. That eyebrow bone just pops out. More of the caricature of it. And I'll take a V this time. Where's my V? Where's my, uh-oh, where's my sharp V? That's the thing that's really, oh. Is it in front of me? I can't, oh yeah, because the handles look the same. All right, where is my, there he is. I'm going to cut the nostril in and neglected to do that. That was a neglect. Then I want to do something like this. Where's my little knife? I hope that's all right. The way the light makes it kind of look goofy. All right, I think I've got to get at this little thing here with the eye. It comes down like this, and then come up. All of the eyelid, and then underneath. All right, there's a lot of cleaning up and such. All right, let's get to other things here. Mr. Owl here, I'm just going to do a quick owl. See, there's the pattern right there. It's about the size of the thumb. That's about an inch thick. Oh, I have a ruler right here. That is almost 2 inches. You can have 2 inches, and that's about a 3/4, 5/8. 5/8. Now 3/4 would be fine too. I think this might be a little thick. Now I got to remember where the face is because he's going to be facing this way. Center line. Oh, I gotta put my reading skepticals on. That's better. Now I know where I am at. Center line. And you look on the internet, there is a ton of animals or things or ideas that you can come up with. So let's start rounding. That's all I'm doing here is practically rounding it. This is not going to be a perfect realistic looking. It's more in the realm of caricature. I'm going to leave that for now. the saw marks off. Now what I want to do two things. Let's get this, take all the saw marks off first. Is it the correct side I did that to? Okay, so it's just a matter of rounding and taking the saw marks off, thereabouts. All right, I'm going to just move on. If there's any more saw marks, I'm just going to have to take care of it then. Want the wing. Right where that center line is. Got the wing. Might be putting the wings in. I think that's a little too much like this. Take this. This. There we go. Now we're going to cut in here. Get that tail in. We're looking for this kind of a thing where the body comes in, and then that's what we're trying to get. For that, we got to do this. This. Different direction of the grain. Careful of that. And then also bringing the wing out by taking a little bit of the body off. scoop here. Put the dent in here. Still with the tail here. Ooh, be careful of that tail. That tail could pop right off. Watch the grain. Bringing the wings down a little bit, rounding the wings and back. Now I got one more major thing, and that's making the head a little bit thinner and, number one, and the body, and then come up with this little bend here. Scoop with a knife. Same here. Scoop with a knife. There's all kinds of little odds and ends here and there. Oh, I did go in the wrong. Too much on one side. I'll just fix that. I'll scoop around. Okay, he is on this side. Like I said, I'll be doing some cleaning up later. Don't want to waste your time by doing my cleanups. Okay, one more thing is, where's the beak? Here, and all of this is going to get scooped out. So 10 degrees this way, 10 degrees away towards, then we go 10 degrees this way, or so. Okay, there's the beak. I'm just going to scoop where the head is and paint the, where the face is, the eyes are. All right, there he is there. A little bit of fixing and rounding. Make it sure that it's thin enough to sit on his hand. because it's going to be right here. There, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a toothpick or a little bowel, a little, and what's going to happen, you can see a little bit here, and you can paint his, when you put the stick in, you can paint it the color of his legs. I can't remember if they were black or yellow. Next, let's get a little sweet here. Now you notice that that the drill got into the fur, but that's okay because you know, it's made out of cloth or fur, and therefore when the stick comes in, the stick is hard, and therefore the fur trim will bend to it. All right, I'm going to start here. Probably pencil. So I'm going to tip this over a little bit. Not going to have too much. We'll have a. There's the candle. Nope, I want it farther. Let's go like this. Farther up. Let's go about here. Here. Let's dig in. There's going to be a lot of chopping in here. I'm just taking the corners off. Oh, I forgot this particular piece, this particular stick, about a 1/2 inch square. No, it's 5/16. 5/16 square. Okay, just getting it started. I'm going to go here. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to have the flame a little higher. Oh, not too much now. Let's bend that a little bit because it's been melting. But we want There we go. Well, I just kind of got started on the flame. Now we turn the square peg into a round peg, right about here. Let's take the white sea daisies off. Okay, there's the candle. It's going to be imperfect because it's already, burning down. Where did I have the candle? Right about here. Made a little V. Actually, if you want to have a smaller candle, this thing, the candle looks a little larger than I had anticipated, but let's round and make the candle a little smaller. Because this is going to have to I'm going to have to keep adjusting it. The flame looks like that's too big. Get that flame. I want to put a little bend on the flame because it's at an angle. Yeah, there's still more to go. Then I'll have to clean this. And then do one of these. And then make the stick out of the rest of it. Oh, I need to go too far. Now the stick is not going to be straight up and down. It could be a wobbly looking stick if you want. Now I'm going to keep carving. And it's going to sit in there. It should fit. It should. Keep trimming, and then I'll get to a point where it's time to test it out. Ooh, getting there. Yep. Well, I'm going to end here because it's just a matter of adjusting and adjusting and adjusting until it'll fit. And it looks like I'm just on the edge. There we go, and then I'm going to have to do some more adjusting here. Where's my bigger? Okay, I'll fit down there. One more scoop or two. Take my number 9. First, let's clean this up a bit. Then put this back in. And there we are. A lot of adjustments. Lot of adjustments. But there we are. We're done with it. There he is there. A lot of cleaning to do. But there we are. And we're done.